Yo, what's up, boys? Zoranalexander is back here with another banger, and today I wanted to drop you guys a little bit of a different video. This is going to be a psychology-based video, so nothing on the chart today. I'm just going to be giving you guys a few mental lessons and insights about trading that I've noticed along my journey. And the title of this video, as you guys have obviously seen, and something that I've just really wanted to talk about, is I see way too many of you guys half-assing your trades, whether that's your trades itself or your entire trading journey. I see way too many of you guys half-assing that shit, right? And I was a victim of this myself. When I started trading, like most people do, when you get into it, it seems like this thing that you make easy, quick money. It's the quickest money you can make. You don't even have to move. You just move your fingers and you make money, right? And people look at it as this almost side hustle that they can just get into, and just start making money from. And obviously, as you get into trading, you realize it's not the case. Like, you're gonna have to work. But the fact that you got into it with that mindset likely left a lot of room for things that you are now not thinking are necessary for you to get to your goals. Whether that's journaling every trade that you take, whether that's watching videos consistently, whether that's backtesting consistently, all these things are stuff that you actually need to do, right? And that also goes for your actual trading model. There's trades that you shouldn't take, and there's trades you should take. And the chances are you're not losing because your strategy doesn't work. The chances are that there's setups that are being presented to you that you know that you shouldn't take, but you still choose to take them. And there's certain measures that you can go and take, like procedures that you could follow, that are going to generally make you more serious, right? Because at the end of the day, that's a discipline issue. If you're doing something that you know you shouldn't do, either you aren't serious enough about the results of this thing, or you're just careless, right? And the chances are you aren't serious enough about the results, the same way most people actually are in trading. And I can look at you guys, and I know 95% of you guys who are watching this video right now don't journal your trades. Look at me in my eyes when I say this. You will never be profitable if you do not have a trading journal where you write every single trade into that you take. You reflect on the type of trade it was, the time, the level of confluence that your confluence had, how much money you made or lost, what your emotional thought process was before, during, and after the trade. If you don't journal that, bro, you can just give up. There's no, not just because of the fact that, oh, you have to have your data. Yeah, you have to have your data. But if you aren't willing to give up 15 minutes of your day to write down something, a piece of information that is literally going to skyrocket your trading journey, you don't want it badly enough. And when something gets presented to you that's actually going to be the pivotal point, you're not going to take action on it, right? You guys need to stop half-assing this shit. You guys most likely are saying you're too busy, you don't have enough time. First of all, it's not a time thing, it's an effort thing if we're both serious. If you really understand life and action, you know you can get a fuck ton done in an hour, bro, right? And you guys are saying, I'm busy, I have to have a social life, I have to keep up with my studies. You guys don't realize. I don't know if you guys haven't gotten to that point in your trading journey yet. Trading isn't a side hustle. Trading isn't a little business. Trading is a doctor's salary, right? Trading is a job that people would study 5 years for. When it works out for you, your social life is going to be in line. Your friends aren't going to be worried or judge you that you spent the last 2 years in your room. Your family isn't going to judge you or watch out or be nagging that you spent the last 2 years. No one is, bro. Everyone's going to want to be what? Your friend. Suddenly your social life is thriving. Suddenly that degree that was so important so that you could go be a chemical engineer, suddenly you don't need it anymore. Why? Because you make an infinite amount of money from your phone. And these are things that you have to realize, because if you don't look at trading as this thing that is actually going to change every aspect of your life, when it comes down to putting in the nitty-gritty work, you're just not going to do it. And that is where the real problem lies with all of this. And that's what the whole point of this video is. I actually want you guys to understand you need to get more serious about your trading. Whether that's reviewing your trades, whether that's backtesting different parts of your trades continuously over and over. I can show you guys. I'm going to show you guys this right now. I've got a subliminal audio track that I listen to before I go to sleep that is literally me manifesting the fact that I do not break my trading rules. I'm literally going to play this for you guys. I don't know if my laptop mic picks up audio, but it should. I am disciplined and patient. I only take part in actions that I know I'm supposed to going to bring me I don't know if the audio is my goals. Audioing. I only execute on my trading strategy when the market is presenting me with a setup that I would take 10 out of 10 times. I'm humble, I'm disciplined, I'm God-fearing, and I always take part in the action and the route that I know God wants me to. But yeah, boys, that's just something that I want to show you guys. But yeah, so you guys just need to be more serious about it, right? It needs to be the main thing in your life. And I don't mean it like, oh, this needs to be all you think about. But you have to treat this like a job. You have to treat this like a business. You can't just half-ass your trades. Because what are they going to do? They're going to half-ass you, right? You need to be giving this shit your all, both on and off the charts. When you know that you shouldn't take a trade and there's a chance that it might go and there's a chance that it might not go. You know, there's a good draw on liquidity, but there's also a reason for us to keep pushing further away from it. Don't take the trade, bro. And on top of that, you need to be practicing the same discipline both on and off of the charts, right? You need to, if you know that you wake up in the morning and you don't make your bed because you're too lazy to, and you know that you don't pack away the dishes that you use because you're too lazy to, and you wake up and you instantly open your phone and start gooning, and you have no structure in your life, and you don't have a morning routine, and you don't work out, and you do a whole bunch of things that you know you shouldn't do, what do you think is going to happen when you are on the charts and you get presented with a situation where you need to not do something that you know you shouldn't do? You're not going to be able to. That muscle in your brain that lifts that weight for you, the muscle that steps in, puts its foot down and says, nope, buddy, don't do this. You know not to do this. You're not going to be training it like that, right? You need to train it. And this all ties back to the fact that to be a profitable trader, you need to literally sacrifice every fiber of your being. But that's why you need to realize what trading is, because it's actually worth that, right? If this was for a relationship or for a physique or for, I don't know, a role somewhere, it wouldn't be. But this is something that is going to sort out virtually every problem you have if you can get this right. And on that note, you need to actually ask yourself, what's the point of doing this if you're unserious about it? If you aren't willing to journal every single trade that you take, open a trading journal and write down things and take screenshots for 10 minutes a day, do you think the universe... Imagine I told you I want to be a lawyer, but I don't want to write down the list of all my clients. That's too... Bro, the universe doesn't work like that. Somebody is going to... You realize it's a statistic. On a prop firm, the top 10% of traders take the money from the bottom 90% of traders, and the prop firms keep the rest, right? When I get a payout, your money that you lose on a funded account is going to me. You need to be in that top 1% of people. And if there's easy things to do, journaling your trades, remembering your fucking system, going over your system before, journaling your thought process before, reminding yourself, making subliminals about your trading strategy, reminding you to follow your rules. If you do all these things, you're going to get pushed ahead of the other people. You're going to get pushed further and further into that 1%. And at some point, you're going to be in the 1%. But the same goes that if you don't do it, you're making it so easy for someone to push themselves above you. Again, of course, in the markets, you're not competing against anyone but yourself. But at the same time, you are. Because everything in life is like that. If you need to get into the top 1% of people, you need to be doing things that those people aren't. And if you are not willing to take these simple baby steps to skyrocket your trading journey, whether that's, again, journaling your trades, getting your data, backtesting every single day, fully refining your strategy and not playing on guesswork, if you are willing to do those things, I will, my students will, people on my Discord will, and you're going to get completely walked over. Because these are things that an 11-year-old can do. You're basically saying you are allowing an action that an 11-year-old child is able to do. You're allowing that to stop you from reaching your dreams because you don't want to journal a trade. You have never made a single dollar trading, but you're too good to journal your trades. Okay. That makes sense. You've never made a single dollar trading, But you already know what that person's going to say in that video, so there's no point watching it. You've never made a single dollar trading, but it's too much of a mission for you to write out a 1 page of some spiritual manuscript that you can stick to, or mental manuscript that you can stick to, that you know, I am patient, I don't break my trading rules. You're telling me that's too much of a mission for you, but you want to make $10,000 a month from your phone pressing buttons. Bro, I think if that is genuinely the case, you're in the wrong industry. And if it's not the case, and you needed someone to be here to wake you up in that regard, I hope that I was able to do that for you, because that is my entire purpose of this video. I want to inform as many of you guys and wake you up, because I also spend a lot of time. And the only other way you realize this is when you hit rock bottom, because you guys are going to find, you know, you need to journal your trades. You know, you need to not take those trades. You know, you need to take these trades. You know, you need to write out on a piece. You know, it's beneficial if you write out on a piece of paper that you're profitable and that you stick to your strategy and you manifest, right? You know all these things, and meditate. You know all these things are good for you, but you just don't quite see the need for it yet. And I can save you a lot of time by telling you, do it now before you hit rock bottom, and then you start doing it and waste 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of your life. Because I promise you, you know exactly what to do. It's just about how far down the rabbit hole you're going to get until you choose to do it. And if this can be a wake-up call for you, I would just advise you, when you click off this video, may the next thing that you do be start a trading journal and journal every single trade that you take. And may you every single day before you trade write down on a piece of paper, I am patient, I am disciplined, I have no FOMO in the markets. I only execute on my trading strategy when it presents itself to me. I win 70% of my trades, etc. All things that you would like to believe to be true and be in line with how you act. And then when you actually scraping through the trenches, actually putting in the effort that you need to, maybe, just maybe, you'll find that the problem was never the charts, the problem was never the price action. The problem was that trading can only take you as seriously as you take it. And if you're going to half-ass it, it's going to half-ass you. And let me tell you something. Unless trading is full-assing you, if trading is even 80% assing you, you're fucked, right? Because this is a market that 95% of people don't beat. And if you're not in the 5%, you're in the 95. There's no in between, right? It's not like if you're in the top 20%, you're making a little bit of money, and in the top 10. No. Everyone outside of that group is making zero money. The chances are, if you're in the top 20%, you're even losing more than someone who's just in the top 100, because they don't even give a fuck about it. They're not going to put a whole bunch of money in. But if you're someone who's invested in this emotionally, spiritually, physically, and you don't take it seriously, you're probably losing the most money out of everyone. So please, please, may this be your wake-up call. Stop half-assing your trading journey.